Welcome back to Yehoshua's Daf Yomi Shiur, where the Daf continues until the appearance and the revelation of Mashiach ben David. May it be soon and in our day. We continue now with the daily Daf of Tractate Chullin, page 56b, and we were just talking about the different rabbis, how they would check a bird that was attacked by a weasel, I think, that was injured, and Rabbi Shezvi would inspect the membrane by light of the sun. Rabbi Yemer would pour water into the skull, pouring water into the skull through the hole to see if it emerges mixed with nerve tissue. And Rabbi Achabar Yaakov would inspect it by dragging a wheat straw over the membrane to see if it would catch on a perforation. And now we're starting with Amar Rav Shezvi. Amar Rav Shezvi on Chullin 56b. Amar Rav Shezvi Hane Avaze Didan Ke'of Shel Mayim Damyon. Rav Shezvi said, our geese are considered like water birds. If the skull of a goose is broken, even if the membrane is not perforated, it is a trefa. Navla le'o Amar Rabbi Yochanan Mishum Rabbi Yossi ben Yehoshua. Rabbi Yossi ben Yehoshua. I remember him. It passed. Is this the first time he shows up? Does anyone else remember Rabbi Yossi ben Yehoshua? Okay. Anyway, he says, Shiur Yerukatan Kishiur Nikuvatan Ma Nikuvatan Mashu Av Yerukatan Mashu. The Mishnah states, in the case where a bird fell into the fire and its innards were singed. That's how they speak in Detroit. They say fire. Fire. And its innards were singed. If they turn green, the bird is a trefa. If they are red, the bird is kosher. Rabbi Yochanan says in the name of Rabbi Yossi ben Yehoshua, the measure of their turning green is like the measure of their perforation, just as their perforation in any mouth renders them a trefa. So too, their turning green in any mouth renders them a trefa. Rav Yehoshua ben Levi. Rav Yosef bereid Rav Yehoshua ben Levi. Rav Yehoshua ben Levi. Hariga kaveh keneged b'nei mi'ayim mahu. Amar lei trefa v'lo yehei ela nitla. Amar Rava kevan sheharika kaveh keneged b'nei mi'ayim b'yado shenafla le'o v'nechmeru b'nei mi'ayim v'trefa. Rav Yosef, son of Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi, asked Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi, if a liver turned green on the side facing the intestines, what is the halachim? Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi said to him, the bird is a trefa. Rabbi Yosef said to him, but this halacha should be no more stringent than that of a case where the liver was removed, and an olive book remains, C54a, in which case the bird is kosher. Therefore, as long as an olive bulk remains red, the bird should be kosher. Rava said, since the liver turned green, facing the intestines, it is certain that the bird fell into the fire, and the intestines themselves were singed. And this is why the animal is a trefa, not because of the liver per se. Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi, Havia le Ahitani Golda, Shadrin the Kamed Rabbi Lazar Akapao Biribi Amarle Yerukin Havo Achshere Ve'anan Tenan Yerukin Pesulin Lo Amru Rukin Pesulin Ela b'kurban belev ubikaved. Tanya lamin hachi ve'elu b'nei me'ayim amru b'kurban belev ubikaved. The Gemara recounts, Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi had a certain hen that fell into the fire. After it was slaughtered, he sent it before the distinguished Rabbi Elazar ben Hakapar. The distinguished Rabbi Elazar Hakapar, and he said to him, its innards were green, and Rabbi Elazar Hakapar deemed it kosher. Rabbi Yehoshua ben Levi asked, but didn't we learn the Mishnah, if they turn green they are unfit? Rabbi Elazar Hakapar said to him, the sages said that if they turn green they are unfit only with regard to the gizzard, the heart, and the liver, which are naturally red. The other innards of a hen, such as the intestines, are naturally green, and the green appearance in them does not render the hen a treifa. The Gemara notes, this is also taught in the Braita, concerning which innards did they say that a green appearance renders the bird a treifa, only concerning the gizzard, the heart, and the liver. Rabbi Yitzchak bar Yosef, Shazar kam der Revahu, Amalei Adumin Havo Treifa, Elan Zenan Adumin Ksherim, Amalei Adumin Shehoniku, Yorikin Shadimu Treifa, no Mahu Adumin Ksherim, Elamale Bekuban, Bekurban Ogaved. The Gemara recounts that Rabbi Yitzchak bar Yosef had a certain hen that fell into the fire. After it was slaughtered, he sent it before Rabbi Abahu and said to him, its innards were red, and Rabbi Elazar Kapar deemed it a treifa. Rabbi Yitzchak bar Yosef asked, but didn't we learn in the Mishnah, if they are red, the bird is kosher? Rabbi Elazar HaKapar said to him, red innards that turned green, and green innards that turned red, renders the animal a treifa. The sages said in the Mishnah that red innards are kosher only with regard to the heart and the gizzard and the liver, because these organs are naturally red. Organs that are naturally green, however, render the bird a treifa if they turned red. Amar Rav Shmuel bar Achia, Amar Rabbi Mani, Adumin, Shariku Shlakan, Vichazu Vadimu Kesherin. My taima kutra ayal behu. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, Af anu normal adumin shelo horiku hu shelokan horiku treifo. My time, Higalai behatayu. Amar Rav Ashi, hirkach lo lechol inash ela beshilka vela hi ach zoke reuta velo mach zikina. Rav Shmuel bar Achia says that Rav Mani says, if red organs turn green and one boiled them and they turn red again, they're kosher. What is the reason? This proves that they were not burned, rather smoke entered them and changed their color temporarily. Nachman or Yitzchak said, we too will say, if red organs did not turn green and one boiled them and they then turned green, the animal is a treifa. What is the reason? Their shame was revealed, meaning it's evident that they were in fact burned. Rav Ashi said, therefore, even if a bird's innards remain red after it fell in the fire, a person may eat it only if it is boiled, to be certain that the innards will not turn green. The Gemara rejects this, but that is not so, since we do not presume the existence of a flaw without evidence. Drosa Treifa Utrafa Bekoisel, Omar Rabbi Lazar ben Antignos, Mishum Rabbi Lazar ben Rabbi Yanai, the Mishnah states, if a person trampled the bird or slammed it against the wall, or if an animal crushed it and it lasted 24 hours, and then one slaughtered it, it is kosher. Rabbi Lazar ben Antignos says in the name Rabbi Lazar, the son of Rabbi Yanai, both this and that, meaning all the above cases require inspection after slaughter, to ascertain that there is no injury that would itself render the animal treifa. Okay. Alright, that's it. New Mishnah. Eluk she'eros b'oif nikva gargeres o shenizdeka ikzachul la'roisham makom she'eno ois treifa nikva v'zefek Rabbi Omer afilu nital yatsu b'nei me'eha v'lo nikvu nishtabru kapea nishtabru lagleha nim Retu kanfeha Rabbi Yehuda Omer im nitla hanotza psula. And these are kosher among birds. If a bird's windpipe was perforated or cracked lengthwise, or if a weasel struck the bird on its head in a place that does not render it treifa, or if the crop was perforated, Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi says it is kosher even if the crop was removed. If the bird's intestines emerged from the abdominal wall but were not perforated, or if its wings were broken, or if its legs were broken, or if the feathers on its wings were plucked, the bird is kosher. Rabbi Yehuda says if the down covering its body was removed, it is a treifa and unfit for consumption. That's the Mishnah. Now the Talmud. The Gemara says, Zok the Gemara, Tanu Rabbanan, Maise, Rabbi Simai, Rabbi Tzadok shalchu le'aber shana belod. Vishavtu be'ono v'hoiru v'tarpachas k'Rabbi Zefek. The sages taught in Brayta there was an incident involving Rabbi Simai and Rabbi Tzadok who went to intercalate the year in Lod. And they spent Shabbat in the town of Ono. And they ruled with regard to an animal whose womb was removed in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi in the Mishnah with regard to the crop. Iboilahu hoiru betarpachas le'isura k'Rabbi b'zefek le'tera oidilma. Horu betarpachas le'tera k'Rabbi b'zefek aval k'Rabbi b'zefek lo seviruhu teku. A dilemma was raised before the sages. What is the meaning of the Brayta? Is it referring to two different rulings? Meaning that they ruled with regard to the womb to prohibit it, and they also ruled in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi with regard to the crop to permit it, or perhaps it is referring to only one ruling, and it means that they ruled with regard to the womb to permit it in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi with regard to the crop, but they do not hold in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi with regard to the crop itself. The Gemara concludes, Teku, the dilemma shall stand unresolved. We must wait until the coming of the Messiah to get the answer. Amar Rabba, V'yitem Rabbi Shimon Levi, Gago shel zevek nidon b'keveshet, Heicha, Amar Rav Bibi bar Abaye, Kol shenim tach imo. Rabba says, and some say it was Rabbi Shimon Levi, who says, the roof of the crop is treated like the gullet, meaning it renders the bird a treifa if perforated in any amount. The Gemara asks, where is the roof of the crop? Rabbi bar Abaye said, it is any part of the crop that stretches with the gullet. Yatsu b'nei me'eha, Amar Rabbi Shmuel bar Rabbi Yitzchak lo ishtanu ela shelo hipach bohen, aval hipach bohen treifa tichtiv hu asecha v'yichon eneka malam shibara HaKadosh Baruch Hu konaniot be'adam shelo nepach achat or echad mehen eno yichol lechyot. The Mishnah states if the bird's intestines emerged from the stomach wall, but were not perforated, the bird is kosher. Rabbi Shmuel Bar Yosef says the sages taught this halacha only in the case where one did not jumble them, but returned them to the stomach in the proper order. But if you jumble them, the bird is a treifa, as it is written, has he not made you and established you? Deuteronomy 32 verse 6. This verse teaches that the Holy One, blessed be He, created established locations for each organ in a person, so that if one of them is switched, he cannot live. The same applies to other creatures. Tanya. Haya Rabbi Meir Omer, who was a Chavi Choneneka Karcho Ticholobe, Mimeno Kohanav, Mimeno Neviav, Mimeno Sarav, Mimeno Malachav, Shnema, Mimeno Pina, Mimeno Yeted. It is taught in a Braita. Rabbi Meir would say that the verse, has he not made you and established you, teaches that the Jewish people is a city with everything in it. Out of it come its priests, out of it come its prophets, out of it come its chiefs, out of it come its kings. As it is stated, out of them shall come forth the cornerstone, out of them the stake, out of them the battle bow, out of them every master together. Zechariah 10:4. Interesting story. The Gemara recounts an incident involving a certain Roman who saw a certain man fall from a roof to the ground, and his stomach ruptured and his intestines emerged. The Roman brought the man's son and slaughtered him before the father's eyes. What does that mean? I don't know, but we'll continue, God willing, tomorrow. Next Daf.